So after porn, because there's only a certain time that a person sort of can perform in porn, are you going to continue as a producer, or what are your future plans?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to still produce. Right now I only do one film a year. I still do my porn, but I do on my website, but I only produce one film a year.
Okay.
And for many reasons, but one of the reasons is because I feel like I don't want to oversaturate the market. I've only put out 10 movies.
Okay.
Because I want people to want my movies.
Yeah.
So sort of anticipating Buck's next movie. If I put out 5 or 10 movies a year, how many times can you see Buck fuck? That's like ridiculous. So I think what I'd like to do in another year or two is get from in front of the camera to behind and bring in more transsexual men to start making this more of a genre, because it's not really a genre now, it's just sort of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I'm moving into doing a documentary film that's not pornographic, that's a mainstream feature documentary about transsexual men and their sexuality and how the hormones change their sexuality. And
how does it change it?
It's very fascinating. A lot of these men who are women before and become men become gay.
Become gay?
Isn't that fascinating?
Really?
Who they just fucked women before. They didn't even have any interest in men before.
No.
And through the hormone treatment and becoming men, a lot of them now identify themselves as gay men.
Really?
Yes.
Is it because
I think it's the hormones.
Would it happen the other way also, that like for transsexuals?
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Like, no, for transsexual women, from men to women, a lot of them like men before and continue to like men from their change.
So they don't turn into lesbians?
No, not very many of them do. Some of them do, but I think the majority of transsexual men, and my thing is this, and that's why I want to do the film. Because I want to show how powerful hormones are, and I also want to show that when you become so comfortable in your body, how that can change your whole world. Because I believe what happens is a lot of men prior to the change might have been attracted to men, but they didn't want to have sex with men as a woman. They wanted to have sex with a man, and we know, well, you don't know, but I know, testosterone is super powerful. Right?
And I know, I used to inject it too.
It can make you really crazy horny. Like above normal horny. Like, So I think what happens is when you're taking those hormones, you become so above normal horny, you're like going through puberty. So you just want to fuck everything. You're like the dog.
Like the dog. Fucking the rabbit on the floor.
So it opens up your mind to explore more.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
All about the transsexual community. How do they take you?
Okay. That's another good question. And I have to say, the transsexual male community was extremely rude to me and extremely disrespectful to me when I first started what I did. They were writing me hate mails. They were like, "What are you doing? You cannot be representing us like this. You're making us look like freaks. Not all of us like our pussies." And I was like, whoa, hold on, dude. It's not about you, it's about me, Buck Angel. I'm not saying this is Buck Angel, every man with a pussy, you know, is transsexual. I don't even consider myself transsexual. I consider myself a man.
As a man.
I've never said that I'm a transsexual man. I've always said I'm a man. So that was very difficult for me because I had to sort of not let my emotions get involved, and I had to say, okay, that's their problem. It's not my problem. But you know, it's hard on a daily basis.
But it gets to you. It has to really.
It got to me. It did, and I was very insulted by it. And then I just realized I let go. I cut that community off. I immediately stopped, put them to the side, and I said, I will not deal with that community.
Okay.
Transsexual women were amazing. They love me. They think I'm amazing. They think I'm hot. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Honestly, to be honest with you, I don't like communities. I find communities, again,
it's the boxes again,
which I'm not into, as well as you are. So with that said, I did not do any community service. The only community service I did was for HIV. Anytime, any community, wherever I was in the world, if any HIV community asked me to do something, I will always do it for them, always, free of charge. But these communities were judging me. So I said, that's it. I'm never working with the trans man community again. Just recently, in the last 2 years, I've been getting amazing emails from transsexual men. You're my hero. You've changed my life. I wanted to kill myself. The representation, and I'm like, wow.
So it's changing.
So it's
now.
Totally changed, and now I've put myself back into that community.
Okay.
because I see the positivity that I'm doing for them.
Well, good for them, because
They came around.
Yeah, finally.
But that's part of being a pioneer.
Yeah,
when you're a pioneer,
you have to take first all the shit.
You have to take it up the ass. It's just the way it is, whether you like it or not.
Well, there are different views about human beings and how the culture and everything is going. But I would say that you are one of those on the forefront of how humans are developing. In some ways, yes, there is biology, but then there is culture. And we are smart, we can do things, and we go forward that way.
But is it playing against us because we are so intelligent?
Yes.
Because in the world of animals, we're animals too. There are creatures who first start as a female animal and then turn into the male.
Exactly.
And vice versa. And also there's bisexuality among animals, and there's gay sexuality, everything there.
Exactly.
Is it working the intelligence that we have to think about everything so hard all the time? Is this normal? Am I normal? Is he normal? Is she normal?
No, but do you see what that is? That's society. They did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Because it's, again, that fear thing. It's a way to control everybody.
Yeah.
It's the church who put that whole thing on us about being gay, about being transsexual, if they see, they always say it's the Bible that says it's wrong.
Yeah.
So they fear everybody to be controlled in this box because they don't want people to be doing, and they don't like people like me or you because we're individuals and we're saying, that's not right what you're telling us. This is how I feel. They do not like people like us at all, and they want to always push us to the fringe and say, don't listen to those people, we're a bunch of crazy nuts.
It's like the whole idea of you should be kind of ashamed of your sexuality and those kind of things. And in some countries you get fined if you kiss in the public or something. But that's culture has developed that. Human beings have invented those kind of rules, and then it doesn't have to be so. It could be actually more natural that we are happy about your sexuality and being you can talk openly about your pussy and stuff like that, and that should be everyone should feel normal and
exactly. And we were talking with Bug in the taxi on the way here about the hotel, and of the businessman at the hotel that he's staying in the business hotel, and went to the gym in there and did the sauna, and they were freaked out because of the lack of the testicles and. So and then they are hiring a session from a dominatrix maybe, such as myself, and then they are putting on the pantyhose there, and I treat them like sluts and bitches, and I'll trade them to be a whore and put them in the fucking machine for an hour, and then they are back to their normal life and sort of does it in the dungeon. They can't really take it into their normal life.
Yes, it's very sad. I mean, it's great for you as a business person.
It's great for me.
But it's really sad in the sense that they don't feel comfortable to wear the pantyhose under their suit.
It's just a fucking pantyhose.
But that's, again, the society telling us that men don't do that, women don't do this, you do that. I gotta see you in secret because if other people know, they're gonna think I'm totally crazy.
And they're married, and the wife doesn't even know their husband.
Even know it. Now, that's shameful. My wife knows everything I do. I would never in a million years think that I have to hide anything. I don't have to hide a thing from her. What an amazing, freeing experience it is to have a partner that you never feel like, can I tell that? If you have a partner like that, you should never be with that person. You should just be by yourself then.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow,
we're getting worked up here.
Yeah, because it makes me so mad. We have to change the world. My mission in life before I die is to make an impact on the world that will never ever be the same again, ever. No matter what that impact is, to make sure that people can say, like you're saying, I have a pussy, so what? I want to dress like this, so what? I want to be a dominatrix, so what? No one can judge me, and that's the way it is. It's very, very important.
Keep that in mind, children. There.
Live your life how you want to live it, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise, as long as it's safe and you're not hurting anybody else. Bottom line.
Brilliant words.
Would
that sum up the interview?
I should be a preacher. Let's start the Buck Angel Church.
Yes.
Buck Angel.
Yeah.